So welcome everyone to Vintage Story. Now wait before you run away. I know what you're probably thinking. Man, that looks a lot like Minecraft. And you might be correct on that. This game is actually made from a bunch of modders, a bunch of game developers that created a few mods for Minecraft. And what they decided to do was actually build their own engine to work with their mods and basically develop a game themselves. This is a really cool game. It's not a game that I thought I would kind of find intriguing. I was never the biggest fan of Minecraft, but with this one, what they did was actually create a very engaging game. Just as you can see from the background, things look a little different. I mean, you can do things as like carving out all the blocks individually to create basically what you see behind you or what you see on the screen. These beautiful carved out blocks basically make whatever you want. But the game is a lot more than that. It really is a survival kind of homesteading game. So if you're into a game that you just get to relax, you get to escape reality and almost role play that you're in in a vacant land and you're living off the land and you're homesteading it, and you have to make everything piece by piece by piece. This is that game. So to get started, it's a very basic kind of main menu. We're going to start here in single player. And you can see I've played for about 16 hours on this game. There's a couple other ones that I had, but I learning fails, lots and lots of fails. As I slowly started to kind of figure out the game, I kind of deleted the other ones because I started horrible. And this is one that I've actually been really enjoying. But I figured what we'd do is start a new world, so you can kind of see what that looks like, and then we'll hop right into it. Okay, so creating a new world, you are given a few different ones that you want to start with. You have your standard, your exploration, which is really one that, I really don't want to fight anything. I just want to focus on the survival aspect of it. I want to build, I want to explore, not really all about surviving. And then you have the wilderness survival. If you really want that combat side of it and, surviving. This is a really cool one for that. This one will also just randomly spawn you anywhere within 5,000 blocks of the original spawn point, which is absolutely huge. And then you have your creative, so you just want to get in, fly around, build some stuff. That's kind of what your creative building is. So you can change all of these. So a lot of this stuff, when you pick it, it's kind of changing some of the settings inside. But what I like to do is just start on the standard, and then let's give this thing a name, shall we? What should we call our world? Let's go with, how about this? Simple playthrough. Oh, simple laythrough. There we go. Simple playthrough. Does that work? I'm happy with that. Alright, so now let's go to customize, and this is where you can change everything in the game, and there's a lot, and most of these I'm not going to go through each one by one. We're going to change a couple of it, some things to make it a little bit more fun for myself. You don't have to follow what I do, but if you choose, then the settings I'm going to change will make it pretty easy, kind of quick, but that's because I don't have a whole lot of time to be able to play the game every day, and so it'd be kind of nice to be able to slowly progress through this, or quickly progress through this, than the normal speed, because if you go everything normal, man, it takes you forever. So world height, I keep this down at 256 blocks, play standard, and then if you have a seed you want to throw, you can put that in there. I'm not going to put one in, we're just going to have it be random and kind of see what we get. Let's see, random respawn radius. I'm going to put this back to 0, so that way we always respawn in the same spot. I'm not really one to, how can I word this? I'm going to plan on dying. I know I'm going to die, and I don't want to make things more difficult on myself because I do want to be able to show you guys as much of this game as possible. Grace timer. So This is really good to do because right when you start, it's a grind to get ready. So usually what I like to do is about 2 days. Gives you a couple days to maybe get a little shelter going, get some basic weapons before some of the drifters, what they call drifters, which is one of the enemy, I guess you could say, in the game. That's your most common. Creature strength, normal. Player health, let's bump this up just a little bit. We'll go to 20. Hunger rate, I want to go slower. Let's go... Yeah, we'll go 50. I don't want to spend the whole time just trying to cook. Food spoilage rate, let's drop this down a little bit. Maybe 75%. Tree sapling growth, let's go slightly faster. Like to get trees quicker. Let's see, tool durability, let's bump these up. I am not a fan of continually to build tools after like every tree, so we're gonna bump that up quite a bit. The pro pick node, this is for the what do they call it, like the prospecting pick. So you can dig into dirt and it will kind of tell you what's in that dirt, which lets you know what ores are around that. Let's bump that up a little bit. So within 8 blocks of that, it'll kind of tell us, you know, what's the composition of that dirt and what are the chances of us finding copper, tin, things of that nature. All right, which speaking of that, so we have our surface deposits frequency. The copper deposit, I like to put up here pretty good and go to common because I would love to find the copper as soon as possible so we can start building stuff. Now the tin, like even when I put it on, I modified it to just uncommon, that was still a pain in the butt to find. I almost never found it. So we're gonna change this up to very common. Actually, you know what, let's just put it on, yeah, you know what, let's just put common. So we'll bump that up to common. And then global deposit spawn rate, this is really gonna be for the ores. Let's bump that up a little bit as well, just a tiny bit, 120%. The storm length, let's go just a little shorter on the storms. And then temporal stability, yep. Gear respawn, yes, we will say infinite. Coordinate overlay, world map, yep. Land claiming, yep. And allow underground farming. I'm gonna keep that unchecked because I want to make this kind of realistic and really difficult to grow in a cave without some form of crazy lighting. So we're gonna keep that really realistic. All right, so we'll hit apply. And now we are ready to get into the world. So we'll hit create world. It's gonna start building. And I'll see you on the inside. Alright, so now that we are in here, we need to build ourselves our person. And let's see. Let's go, let's go some green eyes, underwear. Ooh, some leotards. And then you can change like different voices and stuff that you'll hear when certain things happen. Yeah, that's a great sound. Great. Oh, goodness. Let's do tuba. We'll go medium. There we go. Alright, hair. You can get all kinds of hair, so let's get rid of the no extra hair so that way we can really see what this hair looks like. You know, for this guy, let's go... We'll make him look like a wilderness person. Kind of like he's been hanging out in the woods for a while. Yeah, there we go. Got himself maybe a little ponytail. Let me think. Yeah, give him a little ponytail. Like it. And facial expansion. Let's go. Yeah, let's give him a smirk. And then, yeah, we'll stick with the stirrups and the anchor beard. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that works good. Okay, so now we can pick our class. So there's a few classes in here. You have your commoner, your hunter, your malefactor, your clockmaker, your blackguard, your tailor, and then back to your commoner. So each one has some additional and I guess negative traits to that specific type of class. So I always like to go for a commoner, so nothing really great, but nothing really bad. So we will confirm that class, and we are good to go. So we have our person, and we are in the game. So not a horrible spawn. I mean, it's not by kind of the big ocean, but there is a trader right next to this spawn. So let's go check that. Like we've got birds, chickens, some stuff like that. Let's go over and check out this trader, and then we can also kind of see what is around over here. All right, let's open, and then you can talk to the trader. And so these are things that he can sell, and then these are the things that you can sell to get money. Now your money is actually gears. So like right here we have 0 gears, and then Optol has 48 gears. So if we had some of this stuff, we could sell it to this trader, and we would get, like this one, we get 9 gears for it. And then we could come over here and buy some stuff. So it doesn't have the best, was that a Forlorn Hope Helm? So it's not bad, but 33 gears. So that would take a while, so we'll let him be. All right, let's go check out what we have over here. So first things first, you gotta watch out for these death holes. They are freaking almost everywhere in this game, so definitely be mindful of that while you're kind of running around. Ooh, some rye. Rye is really good to have. That's actually pretty cool that we found some here already. And we even got some seeds, so we'll be able to grow that stuff later. But rye you can use for like breads and things of that nature. But let's head up here. Now this is kind of a cool little mountain. It looks like there's another cave down over there. We've got some water. This is a nice flat land. You know, this would be kind of a cool little first place to build for our little home, is right here in this cave. You know, I think we might have found our first home right from the beginning. I mean, yeah, we could do that and then literally come down here, and we might be able to put in some farmland stuff right down at the base, but our house could be literally here in the mountain for the beginning. All right, so let's grab some stone if we see some of this, because we can turn it into tools. Oh, yeah, it looks like we have a cave down over here, so that'll be kind of nice. All right, so to make tools, you need to usually have a couple of these free stones in your inventory, because you need one. Ooh, what is that? Blue clay, perfect. And we're also buying some clay deposits. Oh, that's awesome. This is a great start, I think. All right, sorry, I got distracted. So you need some stone to be able to create some tools. So think about it as you have to have a stone to be able to break other stone. Or you need like a chisel or something like that. But being we don't really have anything, we're going to look around and see if we can find some of these loose stones. Usually they're just kind of hanging out on the edges, especially over by mountains and stuff like that. Oh, what do we got here? Ah, there's some flint. Now there should be... Oh, cool. Ooh, what did we get? We got a scythe. Oh, a 10 bronze scythe. Dude, that's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. All right, so we got some stone. Man, there's some big caves over here too. So that thing that I broke, it's kind of like a storage vessel. And whenever you see almost like these kind of man-made, like it would have been a man-made structure, there's usually some of those vessels there, and they usually hold some cool stuff. Sometimes, like what we got there, a tool, or other times it would be a oh, I don't know, like a thing of seeds, something like that. All right, I don't want to move too far away from where we were, because I would like to keep this place around. so we don't lose it. All right. Let us build. I'm going to move some of this stuff away so that way we can see what we're doing. All right. So we are going to build our first tool. So you'll kneel down and then you kind of right click on it and we can select from these to build. So first thing here, it looks like it's going to be a shovel. Shovel's always good to have. Really helps with digging up the properties. And so what I'm doing is I'm just chiseling out this. So, sorry, that was the axe head. So now we have an axe head. And I want to do the same and get a shovel. There we go. There's the shovel. And so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of left clicking on the highlighted blocks. And that is removing that material so we can get our axe head. So now we have an axe head. But we can't just turn that axe head into an axe by itself. We need something for like a handle. And for that, we need some sticks. Best way to do that is to find some bushes. But that was kind of the bummer side to this spawn. Ooh, copper. So if we find copper, that usually means there's a copper deposit just below it. So that's kind of cool. We might actually have some copper close to us. All right, but let's see if we can find some bushes. Looks like I see some over here. Wow, is that another trader or is that the same one? You know what, that must have been the same one. Yeah, I'm going to say that's the same one. All right, I see some bushes up over here though. Let's see if we can get ourselves some sticks so we can build an axe and a shovel. What's that? Ooh, tin. Oh, we are out of storage. So we will have to get some storage. And I'll show you how to get some storage built so we can have a couple more slots of inventory. Oh, which means we didn't get the sticks either. Brr. That's a bummer. All right, so let's get rid of... All right, we don't need the feathers. And let's get rid of that stone. All right, let's see. Should be some bushes up here. All right, all we need is a couple sticks. All right, we got a stick. See if we can get some more. Oh, nothing in there. Oh, here's a lot more. Perfect. All right, we should be able to get a few more sticks through here. And really all we need is one, so let's I keep hitting the wrong button. So let's take our axe head. We'll put that here. And then we'll take our stick. Put it below, and now we have a flint axe. So now with the flint axe, we should be able to take down a tree as well, which that would be nice. But it also sometimes help us kind of plow through this and get a couple more sticks out of here as well. Sticks are very useful. You use sticks a lot in this game. It's used a lot for like torches and of course handles for tools and all of that. All right, there we go. Yeah, so we got a few sticks on that one. So now we can build ourselves the shovel, which will be really kind of good to have. That'll help. And now we need to get, all right, we need to get some grass. I actually know what we need is a knife as well. Let's plant this and this. So those are some tree seeds. We can plant those, and then there will be a tree that grows there a little bit later on. So let's see, we need grass, but really for that, we need another flint. Is there another flint or another stone? What do we got here? Andesite. Andesite will work. Do I have more andesite in here anywhere? There we go. Oh yeah, that was some flint. Cool, perfect. So now we can put this down, and where is the knife? Knife blade. Alright, so this one you get 2 knives when you cut this one out. Which really we only need 1, especially since we're kind of low on inventory. But that's fine. Now let's trim this down this way. Alright, so it's only going to give us 1 of those knives. Let's throw that. There we go. Actually, we got 2 of them. We don't. Alright, fine, whatever. We're keeping it. So we'll do that. Put a stick, and now we have a knife. So the knife is important because we can use that to get dried grass, like that. But we need some space. What do we have that we can drop? You know, we'll pick up more of that, I'm sure, in the future. Alright, so we need storage. If you hit the H button, you can get this. It's kind of like the handbook. And you get these things called hand baskets. Oh, so we actually need, we need cattails. I thought it was the dried grass, but that's okay. We can use the dried grass for fire, but we need cattails. And cattails should be in the water. And where did we just see the water? We saw the water not too long ago. Which direction was that? All right, here's this water. No cattails by it though. I think it might have been up over here, kind of on the other side of where we were thinking about staying. Yeah, like I want to say it's over on down yonder. Alright, so no cattails around this one. Let's go take a look over on this side. There we go. Here's some cattails. So, with the cattails, we can trim it. Oh, we gotta toss that. There we go. So, what we'll do is you have to have the knife to get the cattails. When you hover it, you'll kind of see how it says break to harvest. So we're breaking the bottom, which is then allowing us to get the cattail. So let's collect up a little bit. I want to say we need at least, I think it's something like, what was it, 2, 4, 6, 8, like 10 or 12 that we need in order to build the first hand basket. And then that will open up our inventory a little bit. Alright, there's a few more over here. Might as well grab as many as we can. We'll leave these here to grow for the time being. And then we could, if we break it down one more time, we'll get the seeds from it. And then you could turn that into your own plant. Kind of plant it next to some water or something. Alright. Oh, we didn't grab that one. There we go. Alright. So, we know that we want to make a hand basket. So, we need to do it in this orientation. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, and we are 1 short. Is there another one around here? Hey, there is. Boom. Alright, so now we have enough to make 2 hand baskets. Alright, so we'll go 2... 2, 2. Alright, and there is our first hand basket. So when we drop this down, put it here, opened up some slots. So now let's do the same. The 2, 2, 2, and 2. And boom, that opened up just a couple extra spots for us. So we can start collecting some more things. Like this clay is going to be huge to have. But really, we don't have much daylight left, and I think we need to go find some trees to cut down so we can get some firewood and be able to have a little bit of a fire tonight. Actually, this one isn't a tree, is it? Oh yeah, it's only a single block. So, that gives us a little bit, not too much. Let's go take a look at this one. See if we can cut this down, and then we'll have to probably get some soil and build ourselves kind of a little fake wall, little dirt wall to kind of trap us in that cave up there. And so we can do that here in a little bit. Oh, mature rye. I said the rye is good. We'll keep the rye. We can store that somewhere. The growing rye, we'll kind of let that keep going. Ooh, cool. And more cattails, so we can make more storage. But first, is there any trees around here? Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole bunch. That's okay. We've got a little bit of firewood, so let's collect up another 20, if we can, of these cattails to give us a couple extra slots. Alright, so we've got our cattails. Let us build our last 2 baskets. Put that in there. Opens that up. There we go. Alright, so now we've got our 4 baskets, and we've opened up, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 12 spots. So, not bad. That is a good start for right now. Where was the mountain that we were going to stay at? I'm trying to remember. I want to say it was this one over here. Is this the mountain? Remember it was close to... Nope. Or maybe. No, definitely not this one. But I see these. Alright, so sorry, you want to right click on these ones and you'll get the berries from them. Oh yeah, look at that. Another cave. So lots of caves around this area. Ooh, yeah, more fruit. So these fruits will work for food. We're about halfway down right now. These ones are still flowering, but they haven't matured enough to where we can get the fruit from them. So let's go see if we can find our cave, because we need to start building a little mini base. And I'm trying to remember which cave it was. Is it this one? Ooh, what's that? Oh, some sand. Andesite sand. Yeah, you know, it might be that one. Let's go take a look at least. Yeah, this one looks like it. Alright. We'll head up here. And see, yeah, this was it. Alright, perfect. So, since we're here, and I know that there is some sand. Whoa, this place is gonna kill me right there. Alright, we need to collect some clay. So the clay is used to form a whole bunch of stuff. So bowls, cooking pots, vessels for storing items. So the clay is your biggest friend. So whenever you find it, make sure that you grab it. And you want light clay. So you have like blue clay, fire clay. You can't mix the different clays when you're trying to build something, I found out. So you really do need to make sure that if you're going to build in blue clay and you're starting on a big project, let's say like a huge anvil or something, make sure you have enough to finish it. Otherwise, you're going to have to go out and collect some more of that specific clay. So order up a bunch of this. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty good. That's 2 stacks of clay. That should be good. And it would be nice to get some dirt so we can make up kind of a makeshift walls. Ooh, that was a good lag spike. So we'll put up a makeshift wall, keep us from the intruders tonight, because that sun is starting to go down pretty quick. Is this medium low fertility? So there's different fertility of soils as well. The low fertility isn't like the best to grow, but if you keep exploring around, you'll find like medium and high fertility. There we go. I think that should be pretty good. What are we sitting at? 49? Let's grab a couple more, shall we? Alright. That should be a good start. Man, it's really laggy right over here. We might have to find a different area after tomorrow, but this will be a good start for tonight, for our first night at least. Oh, really? Alright, come on. Just one up. There we go. Alright, so this is going to be our home for tonight, I think. So let's build ourselves a little barrier, just to make sure that nothing can come in. And so we'll kind of build this up. Let's put that here, here. Kind of chunk all that up. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I just want to make sure that it's less likely that something's going to be able to walk up and get inside our little base. And we can do the same over here. That's oh, dang it. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see. There we go. Knock those out. And we'll put that, and put that there, put that there. There we go. I mean, that is highly unlikely anything is going to be coming in through there. And, for fun, let's just close this up as well. There we go. So that's a tiny slot, so nothing's coming in there. And then we can fill in this, so we have a nice level area to be kind of hanging out at. And we can get ourselves a fire going. And also be able to maybe cook up some stuff. Really don't have anything to cook, do we? No, we don't, but that's fine. I wouldn't mind going over some of the clay things, so I'm not too concerned with throwing that, or with keeping that on me. Alright, so to get firewood, we need the axe. So you put the axe here, and then you take your wood blocks below, and then this will cut it up. And so now we got 16 blocks out of those 4. Basically, you get 4 per single block. Take that, so now we're up to 20 firewood, which isn't the best, but it's also not the worst. So I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now to make a fire, what we need to do is, let's see, let's do our fire. No, let's do our fire right here. So we have to put dry grass down. Hey, come here. I didn't mean to put you there. All right, there we go. So you put dry grass down, and then you put 4 things of firewood around it. So now it's ready to be lit, but we need a starter. And being that we don't have any torches or anything, we have to build our little fire starter. And if I remember, which I'm probably wrong, there we go. So grass in the left corner, followed by 2 sticks, and you get a fire starter. So we'll grab that, put those back in our inventory. Then we can take our fire starter, hit control, right click, and just hold it. And then it's going to use some like rotation and force to get the fire to start. Kind of like one of those old school like twist ones, where you have like a string, and just with the heat from friction, it starts. So hopefully it starts here. Just having a tough time. Hey, there we go. So now we have a fire going. First things first, we're going to hop into this. So if we right click on it, this opens up our inventory. Let's throw some sticks in here. Now the sticks are going to turn into torches. So it says here we'll create 7 torches. We're not going to use all 7. We'll honestly probably just do 3. But if we keep torches on us, we can then always start a fire afterwards, and it'll always be a permanent light source if we put it here in our offhand. So like this. Now we always have a light source. You got to be careful though, because if you keep it on your person and you hop in water, the torch will go out. And so it's good to kind of keep maybe one there, and then keep another stack or whatever in your inventory. So if you lose a torch, you can stop the fire, or you can switch it out and put a new one back on there. All right, so we got those going. That makes me happy. So now we can make some clay things. So it is starting to get dark, and honestly here in a couple minutes the drifters are going to be coming through, and they'll be coming after us. So being that we're already in here, let's kind of play around with some clay things and get ourselves some storage. if possible. And to do that, we need to bring our clay down to our hotbar, nail down here, right click, and these are the things that we can build. It's all in here. Some pretty good things, especially if you're going to be doing some mining and collecting ore, is the crucible. The crucible is what you need to smelt down ores into metal for molds and things of that nature. What we want is a storage vessel, which is this. So you build one of these, you dig it in the ground, you build a fire on top of it, and it'll kind of dry itself out and become a storage vessel to where you can start putting all your stuff in there. So this is a pretty good one to do. So we're going to start with this, and you get this little green ring that's around it. So the green means we need to add material to that. To do that, we'll right click and kind of drag across, just like this. Now the next layer is where things start getting interesting, and I'll show you why. All right, so now in this one we have to do a solid. So you can either go one by one and kind of fill it out and do that. Otherwise, if you hit F, you can do a bigger grid and do kind of like 9 or 6 at a time. And this makes that part a little easier. Okay, now with this, we have to do one block on the outside, but we have to be careful because if we click here, we can add to stuff that it shouldn't be. And so you kind of see how that's yellow like that. We need to get rid of it. We just left click, boom, gets rid of it. All right, so now we can do the border all the way around. All right, now we have to do the same. But to make things easier, if we hit F again, we can go on this duplicate. That's going to be duplicate the layer that we did last. So we want the same ring, so we'll just right click, and it's just going to continue to build that layer by layer until we notice that it is a little different. Now I built a few of these, so I know that we have quite a few levels to get to until it kind of changes. All right, perfect. So this is where it starts to change. So you can see how I was continuing to hold it and it popped up with a couple extras. So we need to get rid of that. So we'll go back to individual, get rid of that. And now we can put kind of this inner ring on here, and we'll get rid of that. All right, keep going. Yep, more. And get rid of that one. So here we could probably do the 2. Now you got to be careful because depending on where the clicker is at is going to be where it goes. So if I go like too far out, or really if I was on the inside, you see how it kind of starts here and then goes out. It's like that every time you click. So, oops, let's go for the large one. Fill this thing all in. And again, fill this thing all in. All right, there we go. So we need a free slot in our inventory. Pick it up and let us build, we'll put it right here. So what you need to do is you have to put it in a hole. So now this is what we call pit kilns. So we need to place it in a hole, and then we have to put kind of dry grass around it. So we put this down, we lay dry grass around, and then we need to put sticks, which I don't know if we're gonna have enough sticks. Nope, we need more sticks. Darn it. And it's already dark outside, isn't it? And I didn't make a spear or anything. Yep, so we didn't have enough sticks, and it's already in there. And I don't know if I feel like going out and attempting to get more sticks, because there's a good chance that we are going to die out there. Well, you know what? Let's risk it, shall we? We got ourselves a little bit of a knife to hold people back if needed. And let's eat. We'll eat some of these cranberries. Like, doesn't put the most food, but it's gonna keep us alive until we die. Alright, so we need to find an area to get some sticks. Oh, and actually, where is... Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Where's our axe? Yeah. We can use our axe to maybe even get some trees, because we're probably going to need more wood, too. So, we'll head out this direction. Oh, you know what? Let's mark it. I completely forgot about that. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, let's come back up to our spot. We know this is our location. So for here, we hit M. This is our location right now. So if we hover over it, right click, we can add ourselves a waypoint. So let's say first home cave. Give it a color, let's say red. And we'll put an icon, let's put a little home, and yes, we want it pinned. Alright, so now in the upper right hand corner, you'll see that little red spot. That is our home. So now we have a way to get back to our home if needed. And you know, and I forgot that we don't have to worry about the drifters tonight because they won't show up for the second day. So that is really, really good news. So that gives us a chance to run out and get some sticks and some wood and see what else we can find. Oh, is this peat? Ooh, peat. Yeah, so peat is really, really good as well. So it's burnable like firewood. It stacks up a little bit nicer as well. So this is actually a really good find, to be honest. Let's grab up like a couple stacks of it. There we go. We can get a couple more. So they stack in 32. Same thing with the firewood. But when you set them out like on the floor, the peat stacks a lot easier. And 32, perfect. And we can toss that one. We don't need that other one. All right, so we got some peat grass, so that's awesome. Let's see. We can take a look at the map. Might be able to find where some trees are based on the coloring. So there's some trees, looks like possibly up over here. And there might be some down over on this side too. Yeah, you know what? Let's head straight kind of northeast, so this direction, and not fall in that hole that we just ran by. And see if we can find, I mean, mostly we need just sticks. Wood would be nice if we can find a tree. Ooh, so here is some copper bits. So there's probably going to be some iron or some copper underneath this ground. That is good to know. That would have been a bad day. All right, let's continue to head up over here. Now I'm thinking, is this a tree over here? What is this? Ah, yeah, here we go. So we can cut this tree down, not only get some wood, but hopefully get some sticks at the same time. So the bigger the tree, the longer it takes to cut. You'll notice like the smaller trees will cut pretty damn quick, but definitely the bigger ones take a little bit of extra time. And we can trim up some of these bushes. They will definitely pop out some sticks for us. Probably gonna need a few sticks to be able to fire up that kiln. Yeah, here we go. Oh, cool, and we are right by the little trader. Oh, this is a big tree. We might be able to get a decent amount of firewood out of this one. Oh yeah, we are full. You know, we don't need that. I'm not too worried about the the flour, the fuzz or the fooze. 8, almost full. And how many sticks do we got? 14. It's probably enough. Let's see. Let's head this way. I see some green over here on the map. Yeah, so here's some more. I really don't think I want to take out the tree because I don't think we have enough space to carry all the wood. And I'd rather not waste it. We can always come back for it. But if we trim it, we can get some of those sticks. And yeah, here's another one. Let's trim this as well. Alright, we got a couple extra sticks there. Not bad. Lots of stone right there. Oh yeah, big tree right there as well. Nice. Okay. That should be enough to get our pit kiln going. So let's head back. We will lay down the rest of the sticks. What do we have here? Gotta be careful of the water. Don't want to jump in that and then end up blowing our torch out. But we can lay down the rest of the sticks, get that thing lit with the firewood, and then that will open up a storage vessel for us, which will be great. So, oh, we need this in our hot bar. Where's it? Oh, there it is. So we got the sticks, and now we need to put the firewood on top. So select the firewood. 2, 3, and 4. All right, so now we just have to ignite it. So being that we have some torches, this will make it a lot easier for us. We'll just highlight this torch, right click, or left control, right click, and boom, it is burning. So that'll burn for probably, I think it's about a day for that large of a vessel. But once when it's done, that'll give us some storage, which will be freaking terrific. And then we can start with the next one after that, which could probably be some molds or something like that. Alright, you guys, well, not to be a little bit of a teaser on this one, but I think that is going to be it for this episode. I'm going to spend some time during the night, let this finish burning out, maybe try to clean up some of the inventory, figure out what I want and don't want, and then kind of stack some firewood in here, which is actually pretty easy. See, we can just kind of, oh, no, take. You don't want to get it too close to your fire. That would have been bad. But yeah, you can just kind of stack the firewood, stack the peat into a kind of nice, neat stacks. And then that helps kind of clear up your inventory as well. And then you have fuel for your fire for later. So we'll stack this up. But I'll do this during the night, kind of clean things up, and then I figured in the morning we could head back out, try to get some things to make a little hand basket, start making some spears, and really start kind of getting ready for when the drifters arrive, alright? So if you like this episode, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next episode, alright? Take it easy. Remember, keep it simple. Later.